What's going on, guys? I'm back with a brand new suggestion box review for you guys, and I just watched a movie called Audition, starring Ihishina, Ryo Ishibashi, and Tetsu Sawaki. It's never easy for me. It's never easy with this, okay? First of all, I have to give the you shout out to the one, the only. You know it is already, Cheryl Burton. Keep bringing those movies. Keep on bringing those movies. Thank you. Thank you. All right. If anybody else wants to step up, go right ahead. I don't mind. First of all, for real, let's talk about sexually demented horror movies. Okay. Back off in 1990, Death by Temptation came out. Yes, Death by Temptation, not Death. You gotta love those black cinema titles, okay? Death by Temptation came out, and this was one of the first ones that just hit me really hard because I was so young, and you're watching this demon woman walk around luring men to her house, her home, and having sex with them, and then just brutally murdering them. I think she was sacrificing their souls or something like that. Because she's a demon. Okay? So that's what she does. But it was just crazy to watch her go into the shower with a guy and then you see blood come from out under the door. What? At the age that I was, I should have been watching that. Okay? Then in 1995, Species came out. Now this is more of your sci-fi and horror mix. All right, you have this this alien / woman hybrid thing running around looking for a suitable mate to have kids with. All right, now this may seem like a good idea at first, right? But no, it's not, because she's not normal. All right, soon after you have sex with her, she's going to bust her tongue to the back of your head or something like this. This is not something you want. All right, so that was the disturbing part about that. Then in 2000, American Psycho came out. Now this is where you're following a psychotic killer through his everyday in life. That's one of the most disturbing parts about this, because not only are you watching him kill people, but he's also trying to get you to relate to everything he does like it's actually normal. And even after he has his little sexcapades, she's not gonna live that long after that, all right? Because that's just what he does. And so yeah, there's that. And it probably was one of Christian Bale's best movies. Then in 2009, Jennifer's Body came out. All right, I mentioned this a couple of times, right? But it's of course you have this sacrificed high school girl. Her soul was sacrificed, so now she's not normal. She's not who she used to be. And she needs to go around and feed off of the flesh of young boys at high school. And they think they're having the luckiest night of their life. And no, it's just not that. You're not gonna see the next day, bro. All right? And that was the most messed up thing about that. Then in 2013, we had Under the Skin with Scarlett Johansson. Right? And this alien thing is walking around luring guys back to her place. Okay, like I guess they think she's some kind of prostitute or something. When she gets there, the sex never comes. The sex never happens. Sadly, they are just another one of her collection. All right, they fall under the trap of thinking they were going to get some, but they're not going to get any. Okay, and it's horrible things happen to them. And then in 2014, It Follows. This is one of the craziest plots for a sexually demented movie, because this curse is like a sexually transmitted disease. Every time somebody has sex, the demons follow them until they die, and then somebody else has to have sex, and then it follows. It keeps on going on and on and on and on. So that was one of the craziest ones. All right, and now we have Audition. All right. My question is it going to be as good as these other ones, or is it not? We're about to find out. Let's go. Audition, for those who don't know, for those who are not aware, if you know nothing about this movie by now, I don't blame you. I'm not gonna blame you. You know why? Because this came out in 1999. That was on the cusp of a new millennium, a new decade, a new era for Earth. Okay, we thought the lights were gonna go out in 2000. They didn't. So, there was that going on. So, yeah, you had a lot of things to think about and worry about in 1999. This was not on the top of your list. All right, so I'm going to let you slide this time. Okay? Audition. It's pretty much about this guy or this widower named Aoyama. All right? 7 years back, his wife dies. Okay? He's left with his son, just him and his son. All right? 7 years later, his son's all grown up. He's taking care of his son, but there's something still missing, of course. He needs someone in his life of the female persuasion. He goes to his friend. His friend is a sex movie producer or something like that. He gets him on this audition thing where these women come in. They audition like they're doing it for the movie, but they're doing it for a date with him. He tells them to pick the most disturbed one for some reason, or the most unhappy one. He does that. He actually does this, and he does it, and then down the line, something comes up that he doesn't see coming at all. All right, and it hits him like a rocket out the sky. Okay, all right, and that's the premise of the movie. Positives from the very beginning of this film. It was so heartfelt. The first scene you're in the hospital. It shows the mother on her deathbed, and the son is walking slowly up to meet his mother. Maybe he doesn't know what's going on. I think before he even gets in there, it's her last breath. Okay, and that scene was just so wow. They don't hold nothing back. They don't hold nothing back with this. It's heartfelt. I was like, damn, y'all not even waiting. Y'all didn't even wait. Y'all didn't even wait. Okay, so we already know where this is going. We know where this is going. I'm glad they didn't waste any time. I'm actually glad they didn't waste any time with that. They got right to it. Okay, so I mean, and it's no mystery. This is all explained in the trailer. But it just hit so hard. It hit so hard, man. It tugged the heartstrings. I didn't get a tear or anything like that, but I was just like, oh, okay, they're already doing it. Okay, they're already doing this. This is where we're going. Another positive about this, there was such a good father to son relationship in this movie, man. They were just like the best of friends. And I know you shouldn't always be friends with your kids and stuff like that. No, but in this situation, I think Oyama having that bond with his son, Shigehiko. All right, it helped him move along with his life. Okay, because he knew he had someone else left. He had his son left. His son was his his will to live. He lived for his son every day. You can tell for the 7 years that he went through. He lived for everything for his son. He breathed for his son. Okay, it was just time for him to have his own life. But his son was a very smart, intelligent young guy. You know what I'm saying? And he had the son seemed to have his life together. He seemed to have his life all together. He had a little girlfriend, all this. And so you know that his dad raised his son right all the way, man. There was nothing off track about that. Very good, very good. Another positive about this, the score. The music in the background. It was deep. It was deep. The music made you feel everything that happened in this movie. Okay, I almost lost myself into the music in the background. I almost lost myself in the score. Okay, just sitting here watching the film, and with the things that were going on and the music that came with it, it was a perfect blend of just sorrow and wonder and like what's gonna happen next. And, oh my God, what's going on now? What's going on now? And oh yeah, this is happening. So you gotta have this kind of music in the background just when this scene comes up. All right, they did just that. They did that. They actually did that. Now I'm gonna admit I don't see that a lot in a lot of, especially the Japanese or foreign movies like that. I don't really get that a lot. But in this film, I actually enjoyed the score. I really enjoyed that score. Okay, kudos to that. My last positive about this, the crazy twist. It was, and really, if you watch the trailer, I'm not gonna say too much. If you watch the trailer, a little bit it's not gonna be like a oh my God, but because you know something crazy is gonna happen, but the way it happens is just wow. If you're caught off guard, then you're definitely not gonna see that. If you're really caught off guard and you just forget, even after seeing the trailer, you just forget for a while, like while you're getting into the movie like that, and just lost into the storyline and what's going on, you're gonna get slammed. You're gonna get slammed with that ending, cause wow, it's talk about disturbing. Talk about a disturbance. It hit me hard. It hit me hard. I forgot. Hey man, don't forget this. All right, look, it's cool what you're watching right now, but don't forget what's going on. What's going on? You know, and so that I felt a lot of pain, just vicariously through the characters. Okay. Whew. Negatives. This movie was so slow paced. All right. I'm not even gonna lie. I had to stop this and rewind a lot of times because I just started to nod off. Not saying that it was bad, but they drag the scenes along sometimes. They drag them so hard that you really have to be up. Drink you some coffee. Get everything you need in your body to stay up to watch this because the scenes tend to drag. Okay? You have to really pay attention to what's going on. You can't miss 1 second. All right? And it's hard not to do that with the way that the pace that it's going. So there's that. Another negative. There were times when I could not figure out what was going on. Or no, not what was going on, but what was reality and what was maybe a vision or just the movie messing with my head. And sometimes that's good, but in this situation, that's bad. It was not done. It wasn't done in the right way. And that's probably one of the other reasons that I got lost, or not lost, but just started to nod off. Like, oh my God, is this really happening or is it not happening? All right. I don't need to wonder about this scene. I need to just know. All right. I need to just know if this is happening or not, because it's not doing anything for me the way it being so vague about whether this takes place or that takes place. It's doing nothing for me. You could just easily go through it and let me know what's going on with this, and it will be the same effect. All right? You don't need to do all the mind games with this. Okay? I get it. I still get it. I still get what's happening. No need for that. No need for that. So it did a lot of that. It did a lot of the mind tricks, but not needed, necessary. My last negative for this. There is a part in the movie, and I'm not gonna give too much away on it for who have not seen this, where something very sick and You know, I hate to overuse that word disturbing, but let's just say mind blowing happens. And a paralysis scene is used in this. Okay? Someone is paralyzed. But I don't think the movie understands what paralyzed means. if your body's paralyzed, why would certain parts still be moving? All right, and I need people to answer that for you. Watch the movie, see what I'm talking about. There's a scene in here where something or someone or whatever is supposed to be going under paralysis, and yet things are still moving. I don't know if the actor forgot, or actress or actor or whoever did forgot they were not supposed to be moving at all, or I don't know what happened, but it just didn't. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't seem right. It didn't seem like that was supposed to happen like that. Okay, we're supposed to be completely still when we're paralyzed. All right, but for that, I'm gonna give this movie a hell yeah. I'm giving it a hell yes. That's right. That ending hit me so damn hard. I loved that. And it may seem sick for me saying that, but if you see how this all lays out, from tugging at your heartstrings to how it hits, you'll understand. Like that video, all right? Share it. If you haven't subscribed, you better do it.